Hello. Welcome to another episode of Liz Explains the Movies. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. Got a little late start, but my husband started working a later hours thing. So he doesn't get up at 4 anymore, he gets up at 5, so then now I'm, Anyway, I'm on the machine already. I'm not going to show you that because it's, I'm already on the machine, so... This is Liz. My name is Liz, and in case you're new here, this is a cinematic adventure brought to you by Boredom and Dialysis. Not necessarily in that order. And what I do is I just explain movies. Really fun movies. Or interesting movies that I like and find interesting. And today's movie is about a subject very close to my heart. It's about dogs. It is a movie called Best in Show. This is a Christopher Guest movie. He wrote it and directed it. He's the husband of Jamie Lee Curtis, in case you didn't know. He did a lot of other movies like Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show. He was in Spinal Tap. He didn't write that, or maybe he did. I don't know. But he's like a master of like the mockumentary genre of movies, which is one of my favorites, honestly. It's kind of, if you don't know what that is, it's like a documentary, but it's fake. And so but it's not scripted usually with Christopher Guest. It's all people improvising. And, but they have like a general thing of what to say, what they're going to do, like they're going to say, okay, in this scene, you're going to do this, this, and this, and then they just try to be as funny as they can, but within the parameters of their characters. So the characters, this is I think this is his best one. I really do, Best in Show. It's about a dog show. The Mayflower Kennel Club dog show. I know I have this come hither thing. What happens is I have to hook my thing on with a scissor clamp, and then it pulls my thing down. So sorry about that. I mean, if you're into that, that's cool too. But anyway, that's not why we're here. All right, so this movie has some incredible people in it. Oh, another version of mockumentary genre is like The Office, the show The Office. Parks and Recreation, also hilarious, right? So the audience is kind of in on it, but then they're pretending that they're watching a documentary, but really it's kind of complicated. But if you watch this movie, it's called Best in Show. It was put out in 2000. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's a little dated, but all right. So this is a movie that stars, let's do it because it's in no particular order. Parker Posey of White Lotus fame. I can't remember. What's that line she said? I don't know. She was always looking for Xanax or something. Parker Posey. And then Pat Bernot. That's right. That's her. Pat Bernot. Alright, so Parker Posey's in it. And Michael Hitchcock. Michael Hitchcock, I don't know if you know. He's in a lot of movies, but I don't know if he's one of those actors that you really know his name. Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara, you should know their names. They were the stars of many things, but and they're also in a lot of Christopher Guest movie. All of these people are always in Christopher Guest movie. It's kind of like Wes Anderson does too a little bit. But anyway, so Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara were in Schitt's Creek. They played the the couple in Schitt's Creek. Okay, Christopher Guest he's playing a role, Harlan Pepper. Michael McKean and John Michael Higgins, they play Scott and Stefan, these two this sort of gay couple. They have two men, they're married, and they have dogs. And then Jennifer Coolidge is in this. She's hilarious. Jane Lynch is in it. And then you have Bob Balaban and Ed Begley Jr. have parts. And then Fred, God, I can't remember his name, but he's very, very funny too. I should have written him down. But anyway. So let's start with the characters. It's an incredibly funny movie. So first we have Hamilton and Meg. And they have their Weimaraner Beatrice. And they are two lawyers. And they are incredibly uptight. They're just really, they take their dog to therapy. They have no kids. She has adult braces. They talk about Starbucks and catalog clothes all the time. And they're just such idiots. But they have their dog Beatrice. And they bring Beatrice. It's a Weimaraner. Beatrice has a lot of problems. Beatrice is very aggressive, assertive. She bites people. She lunges at people. She's really a problem dog. And they're trying to make her into like a show dog. So they're in this contest. Everyone's going to Philadelphia for the big Mayflower Kennel Club dog show. It's all over the country. People come and every year, and this is a fake one, but there are those, you know, and it's really just uptight dog people. All right, so then you have Harlan Pepper. He is played by Christopher Guest. He has a bloodhound named Hubert, and Harlan's secret dream is he owns a fishing store in North Carolina, but his dream is to become a ventriloquist. But he loves his dog Hubert, and he's going to enter him in the dog show. Okay. Then you have Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara. As I said before, they're Jerry and Cookie Fleck. They're a married couple. Oh my God, are they funny? I mean, Cookie Fleck has a past, and everywhere they go, there's a guy who comes up to her and goes, "Cookie, Cookie, Cookie." I remember that night we spent, you know, and Jerry's like, "What?" Jerry's a total nerd. He has, I mean, there's so many things about Jerry Fleck, but they're married, and they have a dog named Winky, who's a Norwich Terrier. They make songs up about Winky. Winky's a very, very good dog. Okay, then Michael McKean and John Michael Higgins play Scott and Stefan, the two gay guys. And I think they have, I think their dog's name is Agnes. I never got the right name for their dog, but they have a Shih Tzu. And they are professional dog people. I mean, they come to this show every year, and they a lot of times win. So they are very, very good dog show people, and they're just hilarious together, and they're a couple. And then Jennifer Coolidge plays Sherry Ann Cabot, who is this like sort of vapid sort of person, and she's married to this guy who has to be 100 years old if he's a day. And you know, he's really, really rich, so clearly she married him had ulterior motives there. And she has this poodle named Rhapsody, and you know, it's a white giant standard poodle. And then of course her trainer is played by Jane Lynch, Christy Cummings, who is clearly gay and is in love with Sherry Ann Cabot, in love with her, but of course tries to make it a secret. And then of course you have the guy in charge of the whole Mayflower thing. That's Dr. Theodore Milbank, and his family has started it and everything. It's played by Bob Balaban, who's very funny. And then Ed Begley Jr. is the hotel manager where they all stay. He's hilarious, okay? He was in like St. Elsewhere. I mean, these are people that are just hysterical. So I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, Scott and Stefan have a rival with Christy. They don't like Christy, the lesbian dog trainer for Sherry Ann. And who else? Oh, Hamilton and Meg. Their dog Beatrice, the Weimaraner, has to have this toy called the Busy Bee. It's their Busy Bee. And if the dog goes lunatic if it loses its Busy Bee toy. And one day it gets lost. Of course it does. And they're constantly fighting. And I don't know. Anyway, they all converge onto Philadelphia for this dog show. You have to believe it to see it. It's hysterical. Jerry and Cookie Fleck, they have a little trouble with their credit card at the hotel, and none of the credit cards they have work, and they don't have cash, and they don't have any traveler's checks. So Ed Begley Jr., Mark, the hotel manager, decides that, you know, I don't want to leave them out on the cold, so with their dog, you know, so he lets him sleep in the storage closet. And so funny. So funny. And then, of course, Scott and Stefan, they overpack. They put up like wall hangings and they wear kimonos. And they meditate at night and all this stuff. And then, and it's just they all meet each other. And, you know, it's hard to describe how funny this movie is. But anyway, one by one, they all do the best in their category, right? And so then, so every dog, well, Beatrice gets kicked out. I shouldn't tell you that, but she does. She gets kicked. She's a beast. So the Weimaraner's out. But the rest of them win their category of like best bloodhound, best Norwich Terrier, best Shih Tzu, best whatever it is. And then they all have to compete for best in show. So the best dog out of all the categories. And so they're all up for it. Can you believe it? And so they have to sleep one night and then they're up for it again and they're very nervous. And oh my God. And then later they tell who wins, you know, and then later they show what they did after the dog show. And it's just, they're talking to the cameras a lot. It's an incredibly funny movie. And I mean, I don't know how anyone can miss it. I'm going to put a clip down below in the comments. So make sure you check that out. Maybe the trailer or the clip. I'm going to start doing that. And yeah, I hope you watch it. I hope you watch all of Christopher Guest's movie. Again, he wrote it. He was also in Spinal Tap. There's a new one of those coming out too. He also did, I'm trying to think of the other mockumentaries he did. He did Waiting for Guffman. He did this one. He did a couple of them. I can't think of the other ones. I should have written it down, but anyway, you know, I'm not that great at this. But anyway, check out the trailer below. See if it's a movie you want to see. And, you know, I hope here I am at dialysis. I'll be here. I don't know what the next movie I'm going to do, but I hope you watch this because it's very funny. It's an incredibly funny movie, and I hope you love it. And if you like dogs especially, and oh, Fred, I forgot that name, but he's like the announcer for the dog show. Hilarious. I mean, almost every minute of this movie is so funny. And it's just, you can't believe the things that come out of these people's mouths. It's just hysterical. And I hope everyone loves it. And I'm going to now figure out the next movie. I'm glad that you could join us. I'm also thinking of this idea of doing one Mary Tyler Moore episode every time I do one of these. Haven't heard any feedback about that, but it's a great show that I think you should watch. It's on, I think, Netflix or something. You can see the whole thing, Netflix or one of them. Mary Tyler Moore, it took place in the 70s, but it's such a funny show. A lot of these comedies really hold up. I wouldn't, you know, a lot of them, they're dated and there's bell bottoms and rotary phones and all this, but the comedy holds up, you know. And that's the important thing to me. And these are movies that I'll never forget, and I love to watch them whenever I see them on or just when I feel like it. And, you know, if you're a dog person at all, you're going to love Best in Show. So I hope you check it out. Check out the trailer in the comments below. Please give me suggestions in the comments below of other movies that you want me to review. And also, please remember to like and subscribe. And come back for the next episode of Liz Explains the Movies. Thank you.